It's a couple of cold ones with Corey, and this week the co-host.
Hello.
God damn, man, what's going on? I'm surprised you agreed to do this with me. I couldn't get anybody else, so you last minute.
I know, that's why I felt bad for you, and I was like, all right. Corey begged and pleaded with me to do this.
I didn't beg and plead. I just plugged you in, that's all.
I don't know. I'm kind of busy, but...
Busy doing what?
Well, I was reading my comics and watching my porn.
Busy just rolling around on a beam of green light? You ain't doing nothing.
That's what I do.
Yeah, Carlisle is sick, so he couldn't make it.
He's sick? What has he got? Diarrhea?
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Oh,
which ain't no cure for that apparently, because he has it every week. But no, he was at Indiana Jones today, and he said
he gave him diarrhea.
And
Wow,
I didn't touch him.
Was that good, huh?
Diarrhea. Yeah, the movie gave him diarrhea.
No, I saw it with you. Well, I won't say I saw it with you, but I saw it. I'll say I saw it with you just so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I do not want you to jeopardize this operation we got here, because that's your thing to do. Do the legal stuff. As much as I give Carlisle a hard time about pirating stuff.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Take it from me. Don't do it.
I'm
just
saying
worth the trouble.
You can't call everybody guilty you can't hold everybody accountable for the same reason.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
I'm not saying that's what you do.
Yeah, I don't do that, Corey. I wouldn't even know what you're talking about.
I'm pointing the finger at you, though.
I know nothing.
Don't you get us in trouble.
I know nothing. I see nothing.
Don't you get in trouble by your not pirating.
Never heard of it.
Okay. All right.
No eye patches on me, pal.
So every week, I don't know do you listen to this show at all?
You know what? I actually do. And I didn't get to listen to last week's because I know that there was a problem with part 1. And obviously, I'm not one to watch a part 2 without a part 1. So I guess you put it up and I missed it. So.
Everything has to be in order. Yeah, yes. For some reason, a lot of people were waiting, and I put it up immediately as soon as I was done with it. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, the site just said, yeah, I ain't ready. I'm still listening to part 2. I ain't ready for part 1. So I had to go back and reload it, and then that's when it started processing right. So anyway.
No, I listen to them. So I listen to all the shows surprisingly now. So
oh man.
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
No, every week I forget to get the ice pack to cool off this computer because it starts making noises in the middle. Now, sing a song or something.
I thought you had a case of diarrhea or something. You look like you're about to, crap your pants there. Well, how's it going, folks? Really? That well, huh? Seen any good movies lately? Oh, that sucks.
All right. Oh, that's good. Thank you. That was such engaging conversation.
You like how I improvised there?
No, I don't.
That's awesome. I should get some kind of payment for that.
I'll give you some payment. Come on then, crack this bottle upside your head. I am drinking a good beer tonight called Shiner Black Lager, and you have some motor oil over there. You all right?
Motor oil, yeah, it's Pennzoil, my friend.
Black Lager and Pennzoil. For those of you in Texas, man, this Shiner Black Lager is new. It's called, and it's all fancy too. It's Bohemian Black Lager.
Are we getting paid to do an advertisement right now, Corey?
Yeah, we're getting. yeah.
Tell me how good it is.
We're getting paid to drink this beer that I bought.
Just runs around your tongue, like Six Flags in your mouth.
I don't think I want Six Flags in my mouth. But so you listen to the show, so that every week we start out with the top 5.
Yes, top 5. Now I will admit to you, Corey, it's not my favorite part of the show. Sometimes it is, but other times, because hey, I'll be honest with you, I don't care about movie numbers. I mean, it's not putting any money in my pocket. But
I'm sorry, I know you. Yes, we are broke as hell, but that doesn't mean we can't.
Talking about other people's success, things we have nothing to do with. I just can't get into.
You were ruining that for me. Like you're making me mad looking at all this millions of dollars that people are getting and ain't coming to us.
I'm sorry. That's how I think. I'm sorry. Pardon me, but. No, if you want to talk, hey, let's do it.
So you're just an envious son of a bitch. Man, this is our format.
This is your turf.
Yeah, exactly. Now, either you're going to be with the program or you're not.
I'm going to be with it.
Okay, all right then.
All right, come on. Let's torture begin.
Let's start at number... this is going to really make you mad. Let's start at number 5, which is Baby Mama. That movie about the
SNL and the SNL
Amy
chick.
Poehler and Tina Fey.
Tina Fey, there you go.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry, Tina. We still love you.
Please forgive us. I'd still do you.
Are you a fan of 30 Rock?
I never watched one episode of that.
Really? You should. I've caught like 2, and they've all been great.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why I don't have it programmed in me to watch more, but you know, I just happen to stumble on these things by accident. But what I do watch, it's hilarious because I always stumble on Tracy Morgan. Anything with Tracy Morgan, I have to stop and watch the train wreck, and that guy is awesome on that show. And so is Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin is just incredible on that show.
No, Tracy Morgan, I've actually walked in on that show and watched some of it. And Tracy Morgan is funny in anything he does.
Exactly.
What you mean? That's how I do. Yeah, exactly. You crazy.
Look at that.
You crazy, co-host. No, it's Baby Mama has been in the
I guess
top
that's a good
5
thing.
for 4 weeks.
Yeah, 4 weeks, long time.
Tina Fey, I don't watch Saturday Night Live. Is she that popular that she draws people in like this?
I guess so. I'm not the biggest fan of Saturday Night Live at all, but I know whenever she's involved with it, I hear people just go ape shit over her.
Yeah, I mean, she's like a celebrity writer in a way.
Yeah,
she's mostly
is.
a writer. Now she's.
Oh yeah, she's a great actress, and she can write comedy.
So yeah,
and 30 Rock proves it. I mean, you watch that show, and apparently it's all her. So
really,
yeah. At least that's what I was led to believe. Unless I'm wrong,
I guess that's what I'm thinking. She's a producer on there, so yeah, she does.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, the very talented woman. I mean, this movie hasn't made crazy money. It's like $47 million, but for somebody I thought wasn't really a big box office draw. So number 4, we got Speed Racer.
Yeah, you know, did I tell you I saw this?
Oh, you eventually saw it.
I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, now everybody is talking about how this movie flopped.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about it?
I thought it was advertised wrong. You know, looking at at least what I saw of the advertisements, it looked like they were trying to take it somewhat serious. Mm-hmm. But once you realize it's a kids movie, I think if it was targeted more for kids, it would have been really like a better received movie. But I had fun with it. It was nothing mind blowing. You were right. I agreed with your review. It was like watching a video game that you couldn't play.
Yeah.
And honestly, I thought the only real interesting part of that whole movie was the whole Racer X and his brother.
Because Matthew Fox is probably the best actor in that movie.
Matthew Fox was incredible in that movie.
But you know something? I totally agree with you, man. That movie was just advertised wrong because that's what I was saying last week. I said I watched that trailer, the first one. I was like, that's going to be a badass movie, man. And then I started watching some stuff on a Cartoon Network. I said, man, this is nothing but a big old goofy kids movie. Yeah. I was like, I'm not as interested anymore.
Yeah, they make sure to cut out all that crap where you see the dad like spinning around that ninja like a helicopter, you know, and which, you know, if I would have saw that in the original preview, I would have said, all right, that's just not for me. No,
to go up as a summer movie, a big blockbuster summer movie, I just don't think it had it in it to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and
it was just way too long for a Speed Racer movie. There's no reason for it to be that
kids
epic.
movie. Ain't no the Speed Racer and it's a kids movie. Ain't no goddamn epic. They could have
epic time 3 hours or whatever.
Not to mention you got those scenes where got that British dude. If you don't do what I say, you'll never race, you'll never live, you'll never drive a car again. And I swear that my company will earn money to get you out of here. It's like, come on, man.
All right.
God
and I was like,
man.
well, okay, now if this was supposed to be a kid's movie, every kid's gonna be looking at their mother and father like, what the fuck is going on, Dad?
Yeah, because I think I heard a 3-year-old kid ask somebody, what the fuck is going on, Dad? Come on, Pops. I don't want to watch this shit. So anyway, let's go up to number 3.
All right.
Which is the movie that they eventually said beat Speed Racer last week, which is What Happens in Vegas. You and I did that review together.
Yes,
you didn't see the movie.
No.
But
I don't want to see it. I still don't want to see it. I don't care what number it's at. I just don't care.
And I tell you, I saw it as we did the review together, and I it's not a terrible movie, but definitely it shouldn't be right up there in the top 5 this long. I don't think come on, man. It's an Ashton Kutcher movie with Ashton Kutcher just doing Ashton Kutcher.
And I think it's that, you know, that target group that we're unaware of, where people will go solely for Ashton Kutcher and Cameron Diaz, I guess.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming is just nothing but chicks.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what it was. I mean, it's that counter.
And you get enough chicks, you know, begging and pleading their boyfriends to do shit for them.
Well, I tell you, man.
The guys are going to give in and go, all right, if I want to get laid, I better go check out this.
No, man, this is counter marketing at its best. I mean, because that's what they did. They said, we got a big budget movie, Speed Racer. Right. We got this romantic comedy, this small romantic comedy. But here's the deal, man. Speed Racer has made $24 million right now. Mm-hmm. Roughly, $24 million. Now, What Happens in Vegas has made $40 million now.
Jeez.
And I tell you, some Speed Race, you know how much that movie cost to make?
I'm sure more than what it made.
Hell yeah, it
The
cost.
whole damn movie was in CG.
I heard it was rumored to cost $150 million.
Yikes.
Somebody's getting their ass whooped right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised those guys didn't get their ass whooped for the last 2 Matrix films. God knows how much those movies cost, and I don't think they did as well as expected.
Yeah, the Wachowski brothers who did Speed Racer,
Right.
I don't know, man. All I know is somebody.
Yeah,
an executive somewhere is having like an intern killed or something.
Exactly. Somebody's losing their job.
Yeah, it's in that job. Somebody's losing their head over
Losing their ass.
Somebody's getting their legs broken. Don't forget that.
Hey, that'll teach them a lesson, Hey, don't make dumbass movies like that.
You said you liked it, man. Come on. So, at number 2, falling down from last week, is Iron Man.
Iron Man?
What? Iron Man? Now, that's something you know about right there.
Oh my God! This movie should be number 1 for the next 5 weeks until Batman comes out at least, right?
I guess you're not a big Hulk fan, huh?
No.
Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll talk about that later.
It's Iron Man. Let's see. Over this weekend, it made $31 million. Its total gross is $222 million, man. This is after 3 weeks.
Yep.
God damn, I didn't know that many people were crazy about Iron Man.
There are a lot of nerds out there, Corey.
I guess
a lot of geeks, a lot of nerds.
A lot of nerds with money. I mean, I'm thinking about if you had come up to me and laid out all these comic books in front of me, and let's say you got the Hulk, Spider-Man, Batman, and then
Thor.
You got Thor, and then you put down Iron Man, I would be like, Iron Man? What the fuck anybody want to see Iron Man for? No, that's the first one to go right there.
You know what? That's funny because I don't get some. I used to read Iron Man for a little bit, but I think the stories that I read in the Iron Man comics only dealt with him fighting his own personal demons. Those were the only stories I gave a crap about.
He's fighting the bottle.
Exactly, fighting the bottle, which I can understand. Those were the only stories I could relate to.
He's at his Alcoholics Anonymous meeting in the Iron Man suit.
Exactly. But then when you look at his other villains and the people he's usually battling, which are sorcerers and dragons and all kinds of other crap, it just doesn't make any sense. But I think I would pick Iron Man over a Captain America and a Thor movie any day. But it's
funny because everybody knows Captain America and Thor probably. I mean, if we take the general public, they probably know those two characters more than they know Iron Man, I would think.
Well, you mean Thor and Captain America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about not the nerds.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess no, because Thor always seemed like just like a dopey character to me for some reason.
That's corny, man. We'll talk about that.
We'll
Can you see Iron Man sitting there at the Alcoholics Anonymous? Oh, my name's Iron Man. I'm an alcoholic.
No,
Hi, Iron Man.
That would not make an interesting movie.
I think it would.
You know what? It would for me. As far as the general public, which I'm still trying to figure out looking at, these top 5, you never know what those people want to see.
I think the next movie have Tony Stark go to Alcoholics Anonymous as Iron Man.
You know what? I'm down for that. I'm down for that. And, hey, let's see what happens. Let's see if anybody will be talking about a third one, after that.
I think he should be drunk and throwing up in
the third movie, Recovery. Oh, boy.
Like in when they had that view of him in the suit, like Robert Downey Jr., where you see him in the suit and you have that shot of him inside. I think you have like him throwing up in the suit. He can't get out of it because he's drunk.
You see vomit like swishing all around that view. Oh my God. Crashing in the buildings.
Yeah, he's trying to stop crime. You start. Anyway, so let's go on to the number 1 movie this week.
Number 1.
Which is The Chronicles of Narnia.
The Chronicles of Nerdia.
Prince Caspian.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of people knew that this was going to be number 1. And then they knew it was going to be the one to kick Iron Man out.
Of course.
It made $56 million. Yep. They expected the movie to probably be in the $60 million range. At least that's what the first movie opened up as. Mm-hmm. I think it had like an opening of $65 million. But this one didn't open up that high. But still, good money. Ain't Speed Race that much.
I mean, I didn't think it was going to open up. I'm honestly surprised that they made a sequel this soon because I didn't really care for that first one.
Told you, I made a movie, man. I'm happy to get $5 for my movie.
I'm happy to get a quarter.
Exactly. Give me some cheese and crackers. I'll be all right.
But yeah, I mean, I was really surprised. I I mean, I'm not surprised that it came in number one. You know, you have the kids to thank for that. But just as far as like the demand for a sequel, because I mean, honestly, at least what I remember when I saw the original, I didn't hear too many people like speak too highly about it or even really care.
But you know something? It made the money.
I guess
so.
so.
You know, the money talks, and this is a series of books.
Yeah, and God knows what it made on DVD, which is also, I would imagine, a deciding factor.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was a demand for this after the first one, and they didn't expect the first one to do. I don't think they expected it to do as well as it did, but it blew up, man.
Yeah.
So we can expect pretty much a third one.
Hey, I guess that's good for the people who dig that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I forgot what the third one's called. They got some real nerdy names. the Dawn Treader or something.
I will not be seeing this.
Rise of the Dawn Surfer or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, so we movie did well. It was received okay.
Was it? I know you guys. I didn't see your review, but
I'll tell you, when I saw it, I enjoyed it just as seriously as a war movie, because it really is a bunch of mythical creatures, and the special effects are incredible. Anybody who saw the review know I'm just saying this over again to you, but special effects are some of the best I've seen in a long time, man.
Oh, really?
Because you got these people, human beings running along, minotaurs, and it's like Vietnam with mythical creatures.
Right. Wow.
Or the Civil War, and more appropriately, the Civil War. Let's just say you had the Civil War, and each side had some guys with horse bodies on there. You know, that's what the movie's like. A bunch of mythical creatures out there just fighting,
just beating the crap out of you.
Yeah, because they try to start out with a story. Prince Caspian is going to be assassinated. He must run away from the castle.
No.
And it's like, okay, all right. After that, it's just like, fuck it.
Let's
just have
fight.
fun.
Yeah. Everyone kick each other's ass. You know, well, didn't they try to do that in the first one? I thought that was the one thing that disappointed me, is that I knew that Weta Workshop was working on the creatures, or I don't know if they were working on the special effects, but I just wasn't that impressed.
It's bigger this time around.
It's way bigger.
It's like, because really last time they talking about, we're going to have a great war. It looked like they were on a soccer field.
Exactly. It looked so uninteresting and
it looked like
so not epic.
It looked like some people at the Renaissance fair in like some kind of cool ass costumes fighting each other on a soccer field. That's what it looked like. This one is a little bit bigger. This time they're on a football field.
They decided to spend some money, huh?
Yeah, a little bit more money this time. Yeah, so anyway, so that's this week's top 5.
There you go. Hey, I did it.
Nothing special there.
Got through it.
Got there. You didn't do so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. No, you're right. You're right.
Look at you. You're getting the hang of this.
Let me swig a drink here real quick.
How's that Pennzoil, man?
That's nice Pennzoil.
Oh man, I don't know what it is about you. You piss me off, but you make me laugh too. I think the only reason I keep you around.
Tasty beverage.
So here's what I want to talk about, man.
Let's do some
a few things. Damn, we're talking about. I see what you mean though about all this money that the movies are making, because I mean, I look at this, and then we got to look at China, where they had an earthquake.
Yeah.
And that's like 4 million people who are.
Exactly.
Who are homeless?
Are we even trying to give aid to those guys right now? Are we even?
Well, I know that the whole thing that's going on in Burma,
right.
Where they have all that cyclone that hit,
yeah,
and the people who are like they're leaders, because it's been taken over by military juntas, what they call it,
yeah,
and then those leaders are saying,
not at all.
You ain't bringing shit to these people. I think they're letting people have it now a little bit,
right?
But after people have starved and died and suffered, they're like, okay, now we'll let you. We're gonna, because you know how it is. They're like, yeah, we're gonna, as if you weren't down enough, we're gonna let this cyclone take a toll on you, and then we're gonna really fuck with you. Now that we know we're in control.
Exactly. I'm sure it's.
And so we tried to give aid to those people. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're giving aid to China too.
I hope so. Yeah.
But I mean, it's funny because we're sitting up here
talking. As much as people annoy me, it's stuff like that. Really.
Yeah, sucks. There's close to 5 million people homeless.
It's not
over in China.
Just trying to think of 5 million people, all stuck in the same situation is.
That's crazy.
You can't think about it. Yeah, you just can't comprehend those numbers.
Well, we heard about hundreds upon hundreds of people in Katrina.
Yeah.
Suffering through that, and we're like, that's terrible. Now we got like millions of people over there.
I know.
And here we are talking about how much millions of dollars these movies are fucking made. I mean, because right now somebody in China is floating on a piece of wood talking about, walking around no home, sitting around a fucking trash can on fire, talking about fuck Prince Caspian.
Exactly. And you got big wigs over at the studio popping open bottles of champagne because their movie came out #1.
Yeah. Somebody over there, like, fuck Prince Caspian. Prince Caspian. I need some help.
Yeah. If only I could be the Bruce Wayne of the world and go, you know what? Give all that money to those people over there.
Where's Aslan over here?
Where did this money come from?
Where's Batman, Iron Man, and Aslan the Lion helping us out?
Where did this money come from? It came from no one. Just take it.
Capitalism, man. I'm a capitalist, but capitalism is a bitch, boy. You doing all right, by the way? You hanging in there?
Let me. I need to. I got these old cans here. Let me.
You need another Pennzoil.
I need to crack this open.
Trying to see what's happening in the world of entertainment today. I want to ask you something.
Ask me.
After the success of something like this Iron Man.
Yeah.
Now, am I crazy here?
You're crazy.
Well, we know that, but am I crazy here in thinking that the Incredible Hulk is just not going to do as well as Iron Man? I mean, I just don't see how it can possibly do as well.
I don't either. I think a lot of people were sort of burned on that last movie, that they're going to walk in with reservations, and some people will probably be scared that, I guess fans of the original, that they're not using the same actors, which, I've read comments that, people are upset about that. So,
I thought people would be happy about that. Because a lot of people said Eric Bana, who was in the last movie.
I thought the acting was really good in the first Hulk. It's just too bad there was a crappy story. They were getting too deep with that Hulk character, where he is a character that just basically smashes crap.
I know, and I felt like the Hulk should have been at a therapist's office, sitting down on that couch, talking to a therapist. I don't know why I'm so angry.
Well, watching that movie was like being in therapy.
I wanted to go to therapy after watching that movie.
I'm glad I don't have any daddy issues to get through. Because
I'm looking forward to this new movie.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I think I'll be more excited once I'm in the theater.
But how well do you think it's going to do?
If I sneak in the theater or if I watch it. But no, I mean, there's a lot riding on this film to be good, especially now with all the crazy Avengers talk.
Yeah, everybody talking about they got some more cameos. I mean, we already know that Robert Downey Jr. does one.
I don't really. Am I the only one who doesn't really care about that stuff?
I don't care about cameos unless they're going to do something with it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. If they really are planning on making, because okay, people. So in case you don't know, they're talking about all these cameos that are being made in movies. We just mentioned that Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, or Tony Stark, is going to make an appearance in the Hulk. Right. In Iron Man, we had Samuel Jackson as another comic book character.
What did you think about that?
Nick Fury. I saw it on YouTube before it got taken down. I would have gone to see it at the theater, but I just happened to catch it one day.
What did you think about that scene? I want to get this out of the way real quick.
Again, it's kind of corny in a way.
Was it me? I thought he was like hamming it up too much.
It was Samuel Jackson being Samuel Jackson.
Right.
I don't know how to. I'm so used to him saying his lines that way. You're not the only superhero in the world.
And that's what had me.
And I will lay my vengeance upon you. It's Samuel Jackson being Samuel Jackson.
I mean, watching it when I saw it, it definitely looked like a deleted scene. So
out of the DVD, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna throw a cameo in there, look. Let me put it this way. Mm-hmm. I don't want to sit my ass down in a theater and watch all the credits just for a little 1 minute scene of Samuel Jackson walking out the shadows with a trench coat on and an eye patch. I mean, I'm one of those few people who thought like it's kind of cool, but I'm not crazy about it.
Right.
Now, if you're gonna set something up later on down the line where you're gonna use it, which is what they say they're doing. Mm-hmm. All right, man, go for it. I'm all for it.
I thought it was just too soon. It's like if they were wanting all these movies to eventually lead into the Avengers, I thought, you're kind of spinning your wad because automatically you're already making people, right after they get done seeing a scene like that, they're like, oh, the next one, the Avengers are coming. They're all coming. And at least that's what I want to see because you've already like hyped it up just with that one scene. It's going to be it's going to be disappointing if you don't see any cameos in the next Iron Man. But then again, they said that they're planning to introduce Thor, which I don't get.
No, that's another thing.
To Iron Man 2.
I hate to make this a whole long comic book type thing, but I got to ask you something now.
Right.
Now we got, okay, for people out there who aren't into comics or anything,
right?
They go see Iron Man and they thinking Iron Man's cool because Iron Man is kind of real. Iron Man's a dude that he's like Batman. He's got a lot of money.
It's set in like in a Batman Begins type.
Yeah, he can build his shit. He ain't got no superpowers. Because nobody can do this, but we're all thinking, hey man, it might be a possibility if I had $1 billion. It could happen. I could do some shit. Like I could build an army and run around the city and fight crime and shit. Yeah. Your ass would be arrested in a minute. You couldn't do it, but it just makes it more believable that a guy with no superpowers is doing this and just rich. Mm-hmm. Now, if they do this Avengers movie or if they make more Iron Man movies, like Iron Man fights somebody called the Mandarin, which is an ancient Asian wizard.
Right?
Yes, exactly. And And so that kind of takes me out of there. Now, if they make an Avengers movie, they're taking Iron Man out of something like a real world setting.
Yeah.
And now he has to fight along people like Thor, who comes from the magical land of Asgard or something. I mean, and so I'm thinking, can they really make all this shit fit?
And could they make the audience believe in this, this universe? Besides the geeks that have already bought into it, you imagine you taking your girlfriend or somebody to go see, hey, let's go check out this Avengers movie. Iron Man's in it. She's like, oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. And then she sees Thor,
like some
with
Norse
his
god or
flying
something,
around with a hammer, and fighting, sorcerers or whatever villain they can dig up to put in that movie, which I think that's Marvel's biggest weakness is they have like the worst villains ever, and the ones they've already used, Doctor Doom, they completely destroyed that character. But
yeah, I just can't imagine Robert Downey Jr. getting all dressed up in his high tech $1 billion suit to go out and fight a dude called the Mandarin.
Exactly, I can't see Robert Downey Jr. just on the set, just like going, okay. The first movie was cool, but what the
fighting
what
a goddamn
fuck am I doing now?
A wizard.
I'm fighting a wizard, and do I get to do any good? Can I throw like a truck or something at him? How do I fight magical powers with the Iron Man suit again?
They should get somebody out there. I mean, if they're gonna go that far, just make it stupid. Just get somebody out there with a fake beard and a magic wand.
Oh my god,
looking like that wizard off of that Triumph the dog, the insult dog thing,
the insult comic.
Have you anybody ever seen that Star Wars bit where they had that black wizard out there, Black Wolf, the Dragon Master?
Get away from me, you fresh hound!
Come here, fresh hound. It's a black dude out there, dressed up in a big old green robe. A pointy hat and a fake beard. Was he
eating a filet of fish sandwich?
Eating a filet of fish sandwich and got on got glasses like he just got it like the Vision Eye Center or something.
I'll show you.
Yeah, he's got glasses.
He has that sound effect when he punches people.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like have Iron Man fight that dude. You know what, man?
What?
I'm at the grocery store.
Oh no.
And everywhere I'm looking, you're like, what did you steal?
What were you taking? What'd you do?
Everywhere I'm looking on the newsstand, I'm looking at this brother. I thought I would never see this much. Nick Cannon, just because he married Mariah Carey.
Yeah, what is up with that? And the only thing is, I know who Mariah Carey is. She's a crazy piece of ass. But Nick Cannon, dude, what does he do? I mean, who is he?
That's the thing.
Me. I only know him from that god awful Day of the Dead remake. Anyone out there with a brain, don't even think about picking this up out of curiosity. They remade.
Man, I saw that. It was supposed to be released like 2 years ago or something like that. God. And Nick Cannon is in the movie. That's the last thing that he's done, really.
There is a reason for that. And it's all, boy, you talk about horrible films. This goes beyond terrible.
I mean, Nick Cannon he's a singer.
Is he an R&B guy?
He's an R&B guy. Yeah, he's an R&B guy and an actor.
Yeah,
and then those
guys are a dime a dozen these days.
Well, apparently he's good enough to. I tell you, Mariah Carey is hot, man.
You know what?
I might not like her music,
she is. Yeah, she's hot. I'd bang her if I could. But
and that's the kind of chick I'd want in bed too. A crazy chick like that.
I want her to be crazy, and then I want her out the next day.
Exactly. That's the thing. It ain't gonna be that hard to get her out.
Yeah.
You tell her, hey, okay, look, I'm busy today. I gotta go. And she's like, no.
Hey, look, baby, did you see that unicorn over there across the street? Go check it out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Boom. Yeah. And can you man trying to grab her? Like, look, I told you gotta go now. Get it. Okay, I'm sorry. Stay. But nah, I'm just thinking.